Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a beautiful night in Robinson Park and the second concert of the season of your Wisconsin Rapids City Band. Our opening march was entitled Men in Gray and written by a Wisconsin Rapids music educator, Norman Bramstead. So this is a local one that we like to feature every so often. Next on the program, an overture-style piece. Maybe we talked about it in rehearsal last night. We should have played this one last week, but it's still well in memory. This is a piece by John Klein entitled Cranberry Corners, USA. we would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors for tonight's concert, are the Hilltop Affiliates, and they have a display over there by our board members. Yeah, wave hi, be sure you stop on by and check out what's happening for them. They have some very exciting things going on. We also want to throw out a very special thank you to Pat Rowland at the UPS store for helping to support the City Band in all that we do. And of course, check out all the advertisers that are in the program, as well as our other sponsors from other concerts. And if you can, get the opportunity to say thank you to them for helping to keep bringing live music to Wisconsin Rapids. Our next selection is a piece, one of many by this composer that are very dear to my heart, by Percy Aldridge Granger. Originally born in Australia, eventually came to settle and live in America as a United States citizen, and a very fine composer in all genre of groups, whether it be vocal, instrumental, orchestras, bands, small ensembles, things such as that. This particular work that we're about to do, the Australian Upcountry tune, I would share with you his own notes about this particular work that was taken right from the choral version and orchestrated for band. These are the words of Mr. Granger. This piece, written for chorus in 1928, is based on a tune I wrote in 1905 called Upcountry Song. In that tune, I had wished to voice Australian upcountry feeling as Stephen Foster had with American countryside feelings in his song. And he used it in a couple of his other compositions as well. This choral version was first sung at my wedding at the Hollywood Bowl, California, August 9th, 1928. He was quite a showman as well. Here's Percy Granger's The Australian Upcountry Tune. As they used to say on an old television show, now for something completely different. Our next tune, entitled Riders in the Sky, Stan Jones composition, and I think most of you will remember it having to do something with a ghost. We next turn to Broadway and a marvelous arrangement of highlights from the musical Pippin. And like many shows, it was very successful, won Tony Awards in its very first run when it was produced. And then not too many years ago, they did a revival on Broadway, really upscaled all aspects of the show, especially in the choreography and the theatrical things that can be done. Brought a little Circus du Soleil to the stage, along with the original, great original score. And it became something even more special and, of course, more Tony Awards. So here, with an arrangement by John Kakavas, highlights from the musical Pippin. If you were here last week, you might remember us talking about a special raffle going on. And if this is your first concert of the season, well, you want to be sure that you take part in this. Over at the table with our board of directors watching over things, they've got a jar over there that you can put a little slip of paper in with your name and contact information on that. And each time you come to a concert, you can add another slip into that jar. At the last concert of the season, we are going to pull one slip of paper out of there and announce the winner of a very nice recliner, courtesy of Furniture Plus in Rapids. And you definitely want to be part of that drawing. So every time you come to the concert, you get to put another slip into the jar. Be sure you do that. Next, one of the great March Kings of our country, Carl King, and his Bunker Hill March. If you have the opportunity to look through the yellow, bigger programs, the booklets for the City Band, you can be taking a look at our upcoming schedule, all of our sponsors for each of the concert. We are very, very grateful that this year we have not only all of our concerts sponsored, but in some cases multiple sponsors for concerts, which is a wonderful, wonderful place to be in. That kind of work that makes that happen, because it just doesn't happen by itself. Really, we have to pay a special thank you to our board of directors and Mary Beth Rogas, who gets out and does a lot of the legwork. So that's some of the people over there. Board members, raise your hands. Some of them are on stage even. Give them a round of applause, please. These things don't happen without a lot of people doing a lot of work behind the scenes, just so we can be up here for an hour on Tuesday nights and make some wonderful music for you. If you look at the schedule for this season, it's a little bit different because we usually have about 2 concerts, and I'm talking about the 4th of July. But the way the calendar falls this year, it just so happens that we get 3 concerts in before we do our 4th of July. So we will be back here again, of course, next Tuesday. And then this year, the 4th of July lands on a Monday, which is our usual rehearsal night. So we don't get to do our usual night before rehearsal or so for that, but we've been doing some preparations in the background, and we'll be ready on the 4th of July. We'll be down at outside of the Centralia Center. We start our concert at 7 o'clock for that particular evening prior to the fireworks. So it's a great time to come out and pay tribute to our country. All of our service people will all be honored during that program as well. So we hope to see you out there for that one. Well, next it's kind of getting into the dance set part of the program, and I don't know why it seems like all of a sudden the last week it kind of worked out this way that we went a little bit beyond a waltz and a polka. It seemed we had something else, and gosh, we got another one tonight. We've got a Begin for you, and this is by Eric Osterling, original work for band called The Blue Mist Begin. Of course, we do have the plans later on in the season to have our Let's Dance concert, where we'll have just about everything on the program that will be danceable. And we always look forward to having a lot of fun on that particular evening. Of course, one of our other big programs coming up is going to be on July 31st. And that's our special fundraiser concert, which we hold over at the Performing Arts Center at Lincoln High School. It's a Sunday. The concert begins at 2 p.m. And we're going to be having a featured soloist. Mr. Ben Peterson is going to be trumpet soloing with us, and some other special delights also going on that concert. So we look forward to having you join us for a planned indoor performance there. Well, time for a waltz. This comes from the MGM motion picture Lily, and it's an interesting arrangement. It's not really arranged as a straight-ahead waltz, but we're going to do it that way because we know people like to dance to waltzes. So here from the picture Lily is High Lily, High Low. Litz for the sponsorship of this evening's concert, and as well as to all of our sponsors, our advertisers, everybody that just kind of lends a hand, even if it's put a nickel in the jar, to help keep the live music and the Wisconsin Rapids City Band, that as the best to our determination, we're celebrating our 153rd year of bringing music to the community. Isn't that something? Our final march this evening, we kind of go across the pond, as they like to say. The music of Kenneth Alford, and a very famous march it is, the Colonel Bogey March. Once again, thank you so much for coming out. We look forward to seeing you again next week, same time, and looking forward to another beautiful evening for our concerts. Have a wonderful evening and drive home safely.